Welcome back, everyone, to another episode. We are here for another episode of everyone's favorite place to be on a Wednesday morning. Where else would you rather be on the internet on a Wednesday morning, Brandon? But right here at Practice, the show. Welcome back, everyone, to another show. Today, we are going to talk about PrimeMover just releasing 2 new powerful apps inside of Marketing Secrets AI that are changing the way that us marketers are creating content and ads. And instead of just starting from a blank page, these tools are using your actual attractive character, your stories, your voice, your brand, including your customer avatar and messaging to create content that's built to convert. In today's show, we're going to demo the one-to-many social feature for generating high converting social media images and creative, and how to use these tools to produce more relevant and conversion focused content. And we'll be talking about this on today's episode of Pitch Practice,
the show.
My name is Mark, and I am the guy behind the Mental Marketer and the private Facebook group Funnel Building 101. I teach the newest art and science of funnel building to help content creators sell other people's stuff.
Yeah, Brandon here, your chief business strategist and digital plumber, helping you hook those funnels up online properly, build that solid foundation, and help you stop missing leads through leaky marketing pipes.
Leaky marketing pipes is a concern. It is an issue that must be addressed with all means necessary. There's no need.
No need. And it's like super simple. It's like not even much that you have to do. And it just works. Like if you just set up the right stuff, it just works. Like my guy, that I got selling coaching deal. Like I looked at his follow-up funnels, and his follow-up funnel made him $1,000. It's like, it's not hard. Just keep following up.
Right. I made a post out there recently just saying that 80% of the sales happen after the first contact. And what's a crime is that most business owners are not using any type of follow-up. Okay. Most business owners are leaving money on the table. You realize that if 80% of your sales occur after the first contact, and most business owners aren't following up, then that's the majority of your sales. That's the definition. That's not a leaky funnel. That's a
broken business.
Yeah, that's a
business that can't survive at all.
That's a waterfall. That's not something you can plug with a small, pinhole. That's literally like trying to use a shovel in a sinking boat.
For sure. Yeah. And it doesn't take much to set up these systems. It's simple automation that could be set up, and it has nothing to do with AI. I mean, you can use AI to write your follow-up emails, sure, but you have a platform that captures the form, and then you have the system on the back end, an autoresponder that automatically responds and continues to follow up. And then if you manage your CRM right, when they do follow up, you can stop the follow-ups. They don't think you're an absolute buffoon of a business and doesn't know what the hell's going on in your business, and sending them weird random emails that they don't need to get.
Absolutely. And I think it's fitting that we pay homage to all our fellow funnel builders out there this week specifically. I think this week, right here inside of the ClickFunnels official Facebook community, there will be a special graduation for the funnel builder coaching and certification graduates. I think it's going to be those that have earned the bronze badge.
Well, I think if they've earned any badge, they should be getting recognized at some point during this cohort graduation. I unfortunately am not there yet because I have not collected, but I do have the money sitting out there in the universe that I am due, and hoping to collect as quickly as possible. And that'd be my advice for you, for any freelancers that are out there. Collect as much money upfront as possible to do the work, and don't set your. I mean, equity is always best, but don't set yourself up with the wrong equity partner, and you know, be on a hope and a prayer that they pay you when you end up sending the invoice, because it's very frustrating. I don't like being a collector. Just pay your bills.
Yeah, and especially when you're making money, and when you're making money and you've actually kept, you know, you've put the system together, and there's money coming in, and there's a flow. Yeah, yeah, I think, yeah, you deserve to be paid. I think, I happily pay. I happily pay. I happily pull out the credit card, and if someone has helped me, if everyone was like that, that would be great. That would be great. Give us a hashtag where you're watching from out there in the comments, and that just means, you know what that means, Brandon?
What do you
That
mean?
that just means that you'll be there for the next graduation ceremony in person, live
Yeah, I mean that's the goal. We got
at
what, September 21.
Funnel
Um,
Hacking Live.
I doubt they'll have people walk across the stage for like bronze. It's probably more for like the full award. But what's the full certification? How much you got to make for the full certificate? Not a million, is it?
It's 100. I think it's 10K, 10K. No, you mean like tops? I think it's two comma club. I think when
Oh,
you get to when I think two comma, you get the Rainmaker badge, and then you get the gold certified. I think it's gold certified, or maybe it's gold, platinum. I Yeah, and then diamond. Maybe it's gold, platinum, and diamond. Maybe you could look that up and show
I'll
us
look it up. I'll look it
what
up
those
here.
so hey, all of our fellow funnel builders, all of our fellow funnel builders in the coaching program, we all know what a great program it is, what great support there is, what a great community that there is in that Facebook group. New members are coming in consistently, and I think they're coming in from that one comma club challenge. The comma club challenge is now, it's not weekly, it's now on demand. Did you know that?
I thought it's, yeah, because I see them running the evergreen stuff to it, so I figured it's on demand now and not so much weekly, because I think they did it enough and edited the best parts together by now for it to really lock people in and close them down.
Yes, it is now. They were at one point they were running it on consecutive Mondays, but now it is on demand. So if any time that you want to go through that one comma club challenge, just to see the new, the new features and the new, programs that are offered in that program, the link is in the description. I believe it automatically posts when we go live inside of the Facebook group, but that is going to be your link to the one comma club challenge to join. 5 days, 90 minutes a day. What was your favorite part? If you can remember the one comma club challenge, what was your favorite part about the one comma club challenge? If you remember that one, because after it, he did the AI secrets challenge. But the one comma club challenge was the one from the beginning of the year, um, where
Yeah,
he
like end of last year, beginning of this year. Um, kind of like he did for the how I kind of when I joined up with the One Funnel Away challenge when they were still kind of pushing that with Steve Larson for that cohort. Favorite part, to be honest, was the offer, ClickFunnels for Life. So
You don't
you
remember
know,
much after that, right?
I didn't. Nothing else mattered after that. Is that the offer? All right, here's my credit card. Um,
Well, I remember specifically, I think it was the Wednesday when because it was not only how to actually become a funnel hacker, but remember it was about Catherine Jones coming on talking about her ABCDE swipes method.
mhm.
Remember? And she had taught the ABCDE swipes method in her design school. But now the new ABCD swipes method has become powered by AI. And that's the
Mm.
really, remember, that's really the evolution of the ABCDE swipes method to funnel hack. And then McCall Jones. And then McCall Jones came on and she talked about her now famous hit by a bus strategy and how to actually generate or actually present your funnel builds to clients. So one thing about the funnel builder coaching and certification program is not only do you get all of the tools to serve your clients at their highest level, you get the lifetime ClickFunnels account, you get the agency accounts, you get the and then you get the daily. No, I'm sorry. You get the Rocketeer, which is the software to create the ads for your clients, and then you also get the daily draft, which is your AI written newsletter that you can offer all these services to your clients. But not only do you get all of those tools and you get 50 agency accounts, yeah, but you also get the training, the offer secrets, and I think he even added, think he even had it the funnel hacker brain in there. So the funnel hacker brain was part of the AI secrets challenge. But don't take our word for it. Take a look at the challenge. It's the take a look at the challenge. My link is thementalmarketer.com/1K challenge. And yep, take a look at that. All right. Did you have something that you were already ready to share?
Yeah, I was just sharing what the outline of the course looks like.
Okay. All right. Let's take a look at it.
All right, we're not going to play anything because you got to buy it to get it. But here's the basic outline of the course. So you start, you get bronze certified, you sell up to $10,000 worth of services. It'd be funnel building services, consulting services that lead to a funnel, um, etc. Right. Right now, I tell you, I'm currently on this step here. So even though it's checked, I'm not really done there yet, but I am like, that's the next step. You get all the resources you need, documents and forms. You can claim your award once it's done. It's there. Next step is silver, so $50,000 sold. And if you think about it, like if you're really building out someone's full deal, like someone's full deal is worth $10,000 to them, 100%. Like you're building out their site, you're building out the money making funnel, you're building out the email addresses, you're writing all the copy, you are doing the consulting, coming up the planning, building the avatar out. Like it's not just building a landing page. Like you are the guy that is setting up their business for them to make money, right?
Connecting the integrations, making sure they're firing, making sure those emails are going out when someone opts in, uh,
Yeah.
making sure you're not missing a lead, you are not missing a drip. Nothing is dripping from that faucet.
And that's it. And I can tell you, like when I started my deal back in like 2020, I didn't know any of this stuff, and I had to figure it out all by myself. And I remember the hours that it took to figure out. Okay, well, now you got to hook it up, and Google has to be able to find you, and Bing has to be able to find you, and then there's business listings and all this like intricate minutia that you have to set up, privacy policies, the legalese, like all of that, cookies and all that kind of stuff. Like something you don't think about. In fact, I got a guy right now. I'm getting him set up, and it's a little frustrating because he has some of the stuff, but it's like I can't move on to actually hook him up until he has the proper legal backing, right? He has no privacy policy, no terms of service, no cookies policies, none of that stuff. It's not just throw up a website and be done with it. Like you gotta, CYA when it comes to this kind of stuff when you're collecting people's data and information. So yeah, so there's the bronze, and then gold to diamond to 1 million, or silver's up to 50K. Silver to gold is 100K in sales, and then gold to diamond is 1 million in sales. So typically when you're doing gold to diamond, you're an agency at this point. You got a couple people working for you or with you. You got some freelancers. I wouldn't say freelancers, but VAs kind of handling lead flow and closing deals and things like that. And you might have brought on a funnel builder or two to kind of handle that type of work. But you're pretty much an agency at this point in time, unless you're kind of selling a lot of funnels and
High
then a lot of high ticket funnels and then
mm-hmm.
moving them off again. So people are helping you at this stage of the game, right? Like there's no way you're doing, at least quickly. Not saying you can't do it alone, but do it quickly without help behind you. There are, where's the
You know what?
Rainmakers Award? I was looking for the Rainmakers Award.
Okay. So you are, oh yeah, because there's also there's a, like I said, in the program, there's also the client getter system, the
Mm-hmm.
Rainmaker Labs. So that's really the key component that separates a lot of the other programs. Is they're showing you how step by step how to go out and get funnel build clients. And what are you looking for?
I was looking for the what is it? The Rainmaker stuff. I found it. Oh, I could get my gold badge 6 if I wanted to right now because I have a retainer client. I just signed one, so you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I have funnels for equity.
Okay, that's a training. That's a
Yeah,
training.
it is, but I did sign up for it, so that's part of the a gold badge 6. So it's a challenge 6 and then funnels for equity. So I technically am gold 6. You don't have to do everything in a logical
Order.
step and order, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if you get something, you get it. You just have to prove that you have it set. But where was the Rainmakers? Here, yeah, it's right here. Gold Challenge 3 Rainmaker Awards. Um, is it gonna load? There we go. Uh, where's the?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yep, that is the training inside of, yep. And of course, ClickFunnels is tooting their own horns because that course is built inside of ClickFunnels. You're building it and you went to the actual bronze certification.
No, this is the Rainmaker Awards for what you get. So there's 1%, 3%, and 10%. And so you need a video URL showing the sales and leads earned. So basically, if you have the person in ClickFunnels, like for my one guy, I can go in there and do a video Loom or whatever showing the number of leads generated for them, and as well as the amount of money shown. And so I don't know I think the 1% is like you made somebody else $1 million. The 10% is like you generated like 10,000 leads for them. I don't know what the 3% is. You got to go through it, but it's a pretty cool thing. And you get the little badges. They're
Yeah.
not, they're not the big plaque at the end, but like I said, It's a cool program. I probably should jump back into it and refresh some of the stuff, but I'm still stuck on that bronze. And so once I do that, then I will move on to silver, recommit, get
So
access to marketplace, get the strategy, my 4 core funnels,
yeah.
rainmakers, proposals, all that kind of stuff.
So we have a question from I don't want to mispronounce your name, but we have a question. So this was during the AI Secrets Challenge. That is no. This is from the One Comma Club Challenge. The AI Secrets Challenge was the challenge that was a little bit later in the year. It came after the One Comma Club Challenge. So what we're looking at now is the One Comma Club Challenge, which was the challenge that was first run earlier this year. I think in January was the first run. And I think I mentioned now that it is currently being run on demand. So you can still attend the One Comma Club Challenge, and that's the challenge that's really geared towards funnel builders. It's geared towards funnel builders. The AI Secrets Challenge is really geared towards the Marketing Secrets AI software and the newer automations that Russell has built around the Marketing Secrets AI, as well as the new AI inside of ClickFunnels. However, with the One Comma Club Challenge, you do get access to get that lifetime ClickFunnels account. Uh, get the lifetime ClickFunnels account, because then you're going to get access to all of the new AI features and updates that are released. Which, by the way, I want to actually show one of the most recent updates that I mentioned on social media that not a lot of people were actually aware of inside of your ClickFunnels account. Let me share this with you real quick, just so that if you're out there and you haven't done this, you may want to go check it out. Have you seen this setting right here inside of your ClickFunnels account, Brandon?
They'll allow AI assistance.
Yes.
No, I haven't.
Yes.
Where is that
Yes.
at?
Yeah.
Workspace settings.
Yeah, this is a new feature available. For now, it's available on the funnels, but it allows you to let the traditional search engines index your pages, as well as lets AI services use your pages in 3 different ways. And this is what that's what I saw. It's cool, right? So you should be mentioning this to your clients. You should be mentioning this to the people that you're building funnels for on ClickFunnels about this new feature, because this is important. Okay, so AI services allow your pages to be indexed in 3 different ways, and each works independently of the search engines. There's the switch to toggle on allow AI training, which lets the AI companies use your pages content to train their models. And then there is the feature to allow AI search results. This is where you let the AI answer engines index the page and site when people ask questions. Okay. And then that's how you're going to get your pages mentioned in AI responses. And then there is the it's and then it is allowing AI assistance, which you let the assistants open the page when a person take makes ask them to, like the pasting of your link into Chat GPT. So these features are all available inside of your ClickFunnels account right now. Currently, I believe it's only available for the funnels. I think I spoke with another ambassador, and I think there is a feature request in to add this to the site pages and the blogs. This is a great new feature, and you didn't know about it, did you, Brandon?
No, like I said, I've been kind of head down trying to sell stuff. So as much as I need, yeah, here it is.
You
AI
see it?
services, yeah, allow for search engines, Google, Bing, DuckDuckGo, allow AI training, AI search results, allow AI assistants to open this page when a person asks them to like paste in your, yeah. And that's good. I mean, because with Google nowadays, like it's 0 click.
Exactly. Exactly.
And so if somebody's looking for um, how to generate more profits, my funnel for profit secrets might show up now.
Exactly, exactly. And if you've ever sometimes like tried to paste a link into a chat and ask it to actually view this, and it will say, "Oh, I can't view that. I don't have permission to." When you toggle these on, it's going to give the AI permission to actually use your content to train the models. And something interesting that I found out this past week too is that 68% of AI overview results will not show up in Google's top 10 search results. This means that you have the better opportunity to show up on the AI search results than you would on Google's top 10 search results. And not only that, there's also another statistic that says that AI search traffic converts at 4 times better than search traffic alone. Where did I get these statistics from? Monday's Marketing News.
From AI.
Well, well, Monday's Marketing News is my AI written newsletter, AI drafted newsletter. So every Monday, AI goes out. It finds the best, most relevant articles that are that are affecting us and our business, and it brings it to me in this beautiful report that we call Monday's Marketing News. Check it out, mentalmarketer.com/Mondays Marketing News. And yeah, speaking of that too. Oh, so I'm sorry, I don't want to butcher your name, but yeah, so SEO and GEO at the same time. What is your response to that answer, that question, Brandon?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, Google is moving to 0 clicks. So they want Google wants to keep people in their own ecosystem. Why that is, I don't know, because if there's 0 clicks, Google isn't getting paid anymore.
Well, not necessarily,
You know
because
what I mean? Unless they're paying for the space for the AI, because if somebody gets the answer they want or they need, they're not clicking an ad, therefore they're not generating revenue. So Google is literally eating its own tail at this point in time.
well, not necessarily, because they still have an ad model, but the ad is becoming directly in the results. So
But if you
there's
don't click, you don't pay because it's pay per click. And if there's no clicks, there's no pays. And they're not doing display, so they're not getting an impression, and they're not going to move to that model if it's pay per click on Google search because it's not a display, it's a click.
well
So
there
they're
there
so
is
they're
a there's a payment model. There's a payment model. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know that Google is not giving up their I just know they're not giving up their whole revenue model, which was but they weren't being paid for the organic clicks anyway. They were
no,
being paid
they
for the
weren't.
they were being paid for the sponsored content. So I
Correct.
so I believe they've just moved that sponsored content into the answer itself.
I don't think so.
Okay, okay.
I'll look to check, but I don't think so because the result would have to say sponsored. Now, if you use GPT, free GPT, then you're going to get an ad served up in your response for sure, guaranteed. Because it happened to me the one time I used it, I wasn't logged in, and I was like, "What the heck is this? Why is there an ad in my response?" Because I thought they
Okay.
moved it over to the paid version, the pro version, but they didn't. So um, yeah, and I just find it fascinating that Google's going to go this route with the zero click, because if no one's clicking, they're not getting paid, especially if it's an ad. But then again, they've moved some of their ad models, especially with the service businesses, to lead service ads to kind of compete with Angie's and Thumbtack and those crappy places to advertise. Um,
Crappy places.
yeah, they're the worst places to advertise. Um, so I guess that kind of makes up for it because depending on how much search volumes out there is actually looking for someone to fix something comparative to how to fix something. Um, yeah, so I don't know. Look, they're a bajillion-dollar business. They got, they're making money hand over fist with the AI and Gemini and the VO3 Nano Banana and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not really worried about them. I just thought it was interesting the fact that they're kind of eating their own tail, going generative AI, zero click when people are searching stuff.
Well, well, when you say zero click, I think that applies more to the person on the selling side, or the not the user, not the one that's searching, but the business that wants to be discovered. When we talk about zero click, I think it's typical. Well, we'd use search engines to actually search for things near me, but now when we ask for it, it just brings up an overview, and it's still a click because they'll still have to do some clicking as far as the user is concerned, because they're going to have to click something to leave off of Google's search platform. I don't think it's going to be a zero click, but for the user, but maybe it just means more of the fact that there won't be so many options for the person to click. So there won't be a second page of Google, you know. There literally won't be a second page of Google because the AI overview will actually answer it for you. And in some cases, it actually answers questions for you, in the AI overview. I told you I'm doing some remodeling in my office, so you're gonna see a brand new studio coming from me soon. I'm excited, but I was asking it. I said, okay, I'm looking for here. I was going to buy some wallpaper, right? And it said there's the dimensions of the wallpaper, and I was able to put in the dimensions of the wallpaper, and it told me you need to buy this many rolls, this roll, and then it asked me about the repeating pattern, and it said, okay, if I said, should I get 2 or 3 rolls, and it said 3 rolls. Here's the calculation, and I was like, okay, cool. But it didn't give me an option to buy anything though. So before, maybe it might have given me an option to actually go and buy something, but it didn't give me an option to buy. So when I think about no click environment, I'm thinking, okay, is that what it means by no click? Because instead of actually giving me results where it could have actually recommended some type of wallpaper, do you know what I mean?
That's
So,
it. That's 100% it. So it just
right.
gave you information. So someone wanted to look up best, three best pizza places in whatever town, right? Maybe somebody wrote a blog that went into detail about the three best pizza places into town, in whatever town. And so instead of making them click into the blog to kind of read them and then getting served up ads, so the blog writer made money, right? So that's who they're initially hurting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Google in the AI overview just says, based on this blog, these are the three best pizza places in whatever, and then there might be links to those pizza places in the AI overview, completely bypassing the blog that's there. So they don't even have to click. So they're like, okay, well, one of these three, they open up Google Maps, or they, tell their AI assistant if they're in the car to navigate to whatever. And again, 0 click because they got the information served up right in front of them.
Yeah, it's like, here's your answer. You don't even need to click through. So that business that may have been, relying on that traffic to the blog, it's like, no, okay, now you're not getting that traffic. Because Google is answering it for them right there in the AI overview. And traffic, hey, that traffic matters because it can determine ad revenue, how many visitors you're getting per month. So when I think maybe that's what I'm thinking of as a no-click environment. Now, keep in mind, I could be wrong. It's a very small chance that I'm wrong. It's probably a bigger chance that you're wrong than me.
Okay, sure.
I'm just kidding. Of course, yeah. Of course, that is not. That's just me and my. Yeah, we might read and it say something completely different. So, do your own independent research. Wait, because I got another question in here. What if that right there was where they'd add sponsor links? That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. That's a good question. And we'd have to, we'd probably have to look into it a little bit more. What are you looking up there, Brandon?
Um, I don't know. So if I just search here, we'll just do
But
a
I
screen
think,
share. We'll do this live. We'll do it live.
all right, one of the main things that we just wanted to point out, though, was that in your ClickFunnels account, you have the ability to turn on these settings now that allow the AI to actually crawl your page, use it in AI search results, and also use your page to train the models. So if that is something that you feel could benefit some of your funnel pages, then you may want to consider turning that on. Now, if you have not turned this on, you can turn this on for new pages, but you should also go back and check some of your existing pages as well as your clients' pages. That's what I like about this, Brandon, is this is something that you can tell your clients about. They may not have been expecting it, but think about them getting a call from you and saying, hey, I just turned on the AI search results for your funnel that I built for you. So now you'll be discovered by the AI search engine. That's a bonus right there, Brandon.
It is a bonus. And additionally, with that, like depending on which DNS server you use, which should be Cloudflare, no matter what you use, there's an additional layer of security with that you have to do make sure is on to allow the robots to scan your site. So same thing with WordPress. If you're on WordPress, you got to make sure your robots.txt is on properly. There's a software called Yoast. Yeah, it's called Yoast that you can to plug in, and they can assist with making sure all your SEO stuff is done and set up right. So you do have to allow it. So whether you're again using on the ClickFunnels for those settings, the second layer is your DNS to make sure that Cloudflare is set up to allow the robots to crawl your site. So I did a question search just to see what pops up. So it looks like on the browser that's not so much, but I know on mobile you'll get more of an AI overview than you will on a browser. But I was like, of course, I sold Ford, so of course I'm going to ask, what's the best Ford vehicle to buy today? These are their sponsored results. Looks like they want me to buy an Expedition because these are the ones that pop up first, and the F-150. But what's interesting is that Reddit and Google are like two peas in a pod
They
now
are.
because it's going to be the first. Um, Typically, the first link that you get is going to be some type of Reddit thread, and this is from 3 years ago.
Mm.
It's
Remember,
crazy. It's like it's because of this thread. What's the best Ford vehicle on the market to buy right now? But it's from 3 years ago. It's
mm,
like, yeah,
yeah. Remember when we did our research last week and
Mhm.
it was doing deep research, it brought our AI that we had doing the research, it brought up Reddit posts. Remember, it was the Reddit post that it's using to do a lot of research. That's very
It's a lot of
revealing.
it's a
I'll
lot
say
of
that's
poop.
what'd you say?
I said it's a lot of poop out there on Reddit, so I don't like it.
But it's interesting that yeah, there is poop out there. But it's interesting that when something is on Reddit, the AI will consider it authoritative. Is whether it is or not is very questionable. But
Hmm.
but if you did want to put something out there that's going to get you at the top of Google search, and not just Google search, but now even the AI search, Reddit might be a good place to start for authoritative content. Are you on Reddit much?
I am on Reddit. I'm on Reddit. I need to actually like do better on Reddit. And I think if you're doing any type of content, it used to be Medium. Like Medium used to be the place
Mm,
to be authoritative and write content, but then they went to like a paywall deal, and it's not so much anymore. So Reddit, like post on Reddit. If you have any type of authoritative content, if you're sharing stuff, just put it on Reddit. D- Build yourself a subreddit and go ham in there because um,
the
yeah,
AIs are
AI is
pulling from there.
pulling it, Google's pulling from it, everything. But what I find interesting, at least for this search, like your top two, you got Car Buzz, which is a car blog, and Reddit. Like all of these down here, this Ford dealerships, like they don't even get to the top. It's crazy. They're actual Ford dealerships, but
You actually went to the next page.
I did go to the next page just to see. Yeah.
That's 2024.
I know. I said today, best Ford vehicle in 2024. Whatever. It's Google. Um,
Yes, that's interesting. But yeah, I think I found that new feature, and I just thought it was really a nice little addition to just call up your existing customers and let them know that you're turning on this toggle. It's just like that's like a gift when you just call them up. Hey, hope you're doing good. Just wanted to let you know. That's like that's goodwill. That's bonus points for you. That's something that your customers can go back and repeat and say, oh, yeah, hey, my funnel guy, he just turned on my AI search. So now we're going to be, we could potentially be mentioned in AI search results. So, funnel builders, there you go. Another gift from ClickFunnels. I mean, the software is already being made absolutely just top notch. I'm trying to think if there are any other features, but that was just the main one that I had found, and I actually made a post about it, and I got quite a bit of interest in it, and people that didn't know about it. So we've got this little platform to let people know. So there you go. There you go. There you go. Lots of other exciting things happening too, but we only have a 55-minute show. So if you want more good stuff like this, make sure to follow and subscribe. Right?
that's
Follow
it.
Yeah, either follow my social profile. You can follow me, the Mental Marketer, on all my channels, or just I'm going to put a plug out there from a private Facebook group, ClickFunnels plus AI plus the funnel frameworks, and then also go ahead and plug your stuff there, Brandon.
I don't have anything today.
Well, follow
I
you.
gotta. Yeah, you can follow me. Follow me at Brandon Growth Lab. I've changed everything. It used to be BKX6 Enterprises. I'm now Brandon Growth Lab because it's just kind of a play on my name, Brandon, right? So it's Brandon Growth Lab. You can find me on all the socials, YouTube, Facebook, and then yeah, just follow me. It'll be good because I'm actually going to get better at actually doing stuff. Because I actually had a call with somebody from ClickFunnels, she kind of kicked me in the butt. Is like, because that was one of the things. She's like, well, how long have you been doing this? I told her it's 2020. I was like, what are you doing? I was like, I know, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the things. I'm doing it for everybody else. And I showed her, and she was like, Brandon, just do the stuff, sell the course. And I'm like, okay.
Okay, so so I told you that I attended it was probably about a 6-hour virtual summit today, and I'd gotten a special invite, and it was like a one-on-one with Russell Brunson and Iman Gadzhi, and Iman Gadzhi was able to ask Russell Brunson questions, and it was like we were in a room listening in to a lot of his high-level mastermind. Iman Gadzhi asked Russell a question, and I'm gonna reveal it. But if you want to know what the rest of it, the rest of what happened on that summit, then you're gonna have to sign up to see it. They're having a replay. If you're interested in watching the replay, I've gotten an opportunity to send invites to my audience and my community. So just follow me on my personal Facebook page, and then you'll see a post about it. But the question that he asked Russell was, you've seen a lot of people that have been successful. What is the biggest thing that you notice in people that separates the winner, the ones that go on to be successful, and the ones that don't? And Russell just said, plain and simple, he said, you know what? I can find somebody in the room. There'll be 100 people in the room, and I can point out the people that are going to make it, and I can point out the ones that are going to actually burn out. And you want to know what his answer was? What that was?
What's that?
He said, "You have to watch. You have to watch the replay."
Good one.
He said you have to watch the replay. But it was like that attending that virtual summit was like actually it was just like getting some of the high level information that he only gives to his private inner circle members. And it was so eye-opening to hear him talk about, because we're both, we're ClickFunnels geeks, funnel hacker geeks. And a lot of times he's doing the stuff on us. And after the fact, he'll come in and say, this is what I did. And this is how everybody reacted. And it's like, wow, I remember that I was sitting there at that funnel hacking live when he did that. And I was like, okay, that's why he did that. And then he talks about how he took some of the things from funnel hacking live, and he said, how could I take some of this thing that I did at funnel hacking live? How can I translate that to a 5-day virtual challenge? And then he did it. He actually transferred that, and he did it. The first time he did it at the AI Secrets Challenge. And of course I was there, and now he's talking about how he did it. And then he talks about how that affected the numbers, and how they were normally used to doing $100 sales. And then maybe before the end of the challenge, they do another 100. He said, well, they did 100, then another 100, another 100, and then going into the weekend, another 100. And the mathed out, because he said it was about 700 from that first AI Secrets Challenge. And for me, I was really paying attention, Brandon, because when we first got into that funnel builder coaching and certification group, what did I say? There was about 300 people.
Mm-hmm.
And at the end, there was about 900. I think it got up to 1,000, and then it kind of went down. And I was thinking, okay, some people are falling out because they're not making their payments, right?
Yeah.
but now it's well over 1,000. So I saw because I was looking at that and I was like, okay, because I'm trying to figure out, okay, how many new people are actually coming in here? How many people are actually coming in? And you can check the stats because when a Facebook group grows, Facebook will put the stats there. It says how many new members within the last week. So I was curious, I was curious because we both said that was an unbelievable no-brainer offer. And the moment that offer was made, we were like, get it.
Yeah, I
Get
mean,
it.
we were in there. I mean, we've been in there since 2020, shelling out like $2,000 a year. So if you think about it, so 5 years, $2,000 a year. That's I don't even want to think of the math. That's what 10. That's like 10 G's right there. God, I don't even want to say it. Don't tell my wife. She'll be like, what the shit are you doing? But again, I didn't pay for it as an affiliate. I had at least 3 or 4 affiliates through like the total years, so the cost was always covered. You know what I mean? So it's not like I spent the money, right? So you got to think about it like that. It's like get other people to pay for the fun, like for your toys. Think of it, like get other people to pay for your toys.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when the new thing came out, it was like 5. Okay, so 5 that covers at least the next 2.5 years. But the thing that hurt so bad, you know what hurt?
Because you had just signed up.
Just renewed, like
Yeah.
not 45 days prior, and he drops that offer, and I'm like, dude, can I get a prorate since I just like gave you money? It's like no.
Here's more money. Just take my money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's okay.
The whole psychology behind it and how he gets us to just pull out our wallets so freely. He talks about that too in that replay. So if you're interested in watching it, what I will say is that I think I told you about this earlier. It was an invite only. It was not publicly talked about. It was no public announcement. And I counted 47 people in the Zoom room that I was in. And the event went for at close to 6 hours easy. It was pretty captivating. And what I noticed was that no one left that room. Everyone stayed in that room until the end. There was no one that dropped off. And I was like, this was good. This was a good conversation. And I didn't even know who the guy was. Well, I can't say that I've been a fan of his or anything, but I guess when he introduced himself, he talked about who he is, what he's done, what his company has done. But I did not. I wasn't somebody. It's not somebody that I follow actually, but they are planning an event that they're saying they're going to try to break the internet. And also, okay, I know I almost feel like it's just me and you talking there, Brandon.
Well, we gotta be wrapping it up here, so you can tell me here in a second.
But I always feel like it's me and you talking because he mentioned someone else's launch. He mentioned someone else's launch that we followed, and I think it's the first time that I've heard him mention that launch. If you know the one I'm talking about, the 72-hour marathon weekend launch, and it was a week later, and he was still in front trying to sell it, right? Well, he kind of gave some of his thoughts about that launch. He gave his thoughts on what he thought was what he learned from it, something that he may have picked up from that launch, and then he also talked about what he didn't like about that launch. And I don't know if I've ever heard him actually come out and publicly talk about that before. Have you heard him say anything about it?
No.
Yeah. It was pretty interesting. I'll tell you what he said, but either you either have to sign up for it or I'll tell you off camera. there,
Well,
there you
I
go.
just
How's a teaser?
I did. So I found that old email and
Too
I,
late.
I signed up for it.
Too
No,
late.
it redirected.
Oh, it did?
Hmm.
Okay. Too late. All right. Cool, cool. Well, I think we had planned on doing a demo of, oh, you know what I can do? Because I think last week we did start, I think we gave a prize away last week for someone who watched all the way to the end. And we had a winner, right?
Hmm.
We had a winner. So there was someone who watched all the way until the end, and we gave a special code word to comment, and they commented it. So now I'm actually working on we're working to put together an ad written by the Marketing Secrets AI. We're doing a funny VSL video ad for this person, and they also got your bonus too, right? But your bonus was open to 10 people.
Yeah, my bonus was open to 10 people. One person took advantage of it because they watched all the way to the end and saw it. And yeah, so I did the general audit and I did the landing page deal. And surprisingly, the landing page audit came out phenomenal. I think out of the 28 points, they scored 26. So there really wouldn't be anything that I would touch with the landing page. It's just, again, the foundational stuff that needs to be done to promote it. So like the landing page is good. It just needs the traffic now. So we work on the SEO, work on the paid ads, and we work on the content, right? Which is kind of part of the SEO. So the funny thing was like, I won't call it the funny thing, but I just mentioned that, if you want to talk about it, if you want to grow it, and get everything set up right, I can help you and put the software in place. They're like, well, before I even talk to you, what's your price? And I'm like, no, that's not how this works. You got to talk to me to get price. It's like I'm not just gonna throw a number out there, and then you know the number, and it's like, okay, you don't see the value for what to put out there. And it's like worst case scenario, you get the plan you need and you can go execute it, right? And that doesn't cost you anything but your time to do it. But if you want help doing it, this is what it's gonna cost. So got a call, was it late Thursday night, so they'll have a price by Friday or Saturday once I do the needs assessment and see what they actually need and want to do. Because unfortunately, it's like and I know that's a problem, but I'm not cookie cutter, right? Like good businesses are cookie cutters. Like this works for every business, right? But if it's a different business, like this isn't a plumber, right? They're doing something completely different to one of the education space, but just can't stamp out, okay, this is going to work for you. Some of it, yes, but a majority of it, no, because there's different budgets, there's different levels and stages they're in. Like if I can wave a wand to have any type of lead, this is the lead that I would want. They are a one of three: roofer, plumber, landscaper, doing anywhere from $1 million a year, that has at least some of their stuff together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? As far as they have a good bone, they got good bones, right? Just like a house, you can fix up. House got good bones. They got good bones with the business, and they just want to grow, right? But they can't handle the growth due to the constraints of personnel. So that's where I come in with the consulting side for the AI, plug that in, fix the foundation that might be a little bit crackly, and then scale it with that. Like that is the ticket.
That is it. If you could wave a wand, and that's it. So yeah, so I guess we'll go over more of that next week because we are right at the top right now. We'll generate some more ads and we'll come back next week and maybe show what we've done.
Alrighty.
Cool, cool. All right. It's been a fun evening. Hope that you all have enjoyed it. Remember, the mental marketer, follow me on my personal profile. It's Mark Douglas. Yeah. Or the mental marketer, or my private Facebook group. Funnel Building 101. And I think someone wants you to write your tags in the comment, Brandon. Just
It's at Brandon Growth Lab.
Yep, that's
I'll,
it.
I'll put it in mine. So if you go to Brandon J Garcia or Facebook.com/Benny Suave is my deal, is my stream. So, but I'll put.
Great. Thanks for tuning in to tonight's episode. And remember, everyone, to keep making the world a better place, one funnel at a time. All right.